Welcome back to the channel. We have our first piece of equipment in here today, and we're going to talk about what it is and how we came to the decision to go with this particular piece. How we consume our media is something that all of us think about, whether we're getting it over a satellite, through a cable company, through a streaming service, or through physical media. We have lots of different options. I personally have been a streamer for a long time and have had physical media as well. And I've always loved the convenience that streaming gives me, but it does not give you the highest quality video and audio. That's always been where physical media has always really reigned and maintained its superiority in this class. Well, this company has been out for quite a while now, but I think we're right on the verge where this is just making sense. This is where the future is going. I believe there's another competitor out there, but to be honest, I'm not sure of even their name. And so these guys really have control of this market. And what it does is it gives us the quality of audio and video that we're used to in our physical media, but the ability to store it digitally. It's got a great GUI, so the interface is incredible, very easy to use. We don't have to worry about storing a bunch of physical discs, keeping them organized, all of that. It's already done for us. And that's really what led me to have this be one of the first big upgrades that we did to this theater. This is a Kaleidescape. It is the Strato S player. This is the 6 terabyte version. So we should be able to hold all the movies that we could possibly want to own. I do make the distinction between movies that I just want to rent and that I will do through my streaming services, and movies that I want to own and that I think I will watch more than once. And that is where this will really come into play. Now, the really cool thing that Kaleidescape just recently did is they allow you to rent movies. So I can now rent in UHD, Atmos, virtually compressionless. So it'll be interesting to see how that works as well. So let's get to opening this box and seeing what it looks like and talking a little bit more about the unit. So most of my files ended up being corrupted, and I was not able to utilize the video that I originally did of this unboxing. So there's really nothing for us to unbox here today. In the package, it was very well packaged. It used these elbows, sleeves, or whatever you want to refer to them. It was in this really nice cloth bag. The unit itself is very heavy. It feels like it's very well made. I would say it's about 12, 15 pounds, somewhere in there. It's got all the hookups that you guys would expect on the back of it these days. The remote control is relatively cheap feeling, which kind of surprised me. But when you're buying something that costs this much, I think the company knows that you're utilizing some sort of control system to control it. So it's really just something that they throw in there maybe to help get it set up. But you can do control everything over IP, so you can go to your 192.168. Your address to really pull up all the settings and make any adjustments that you're looking for. Of course, we're integrating it with our Control4 system, and it is able to do that over IP. So I don't need any IR repeater or anything like that for our Control4. We're able to just control everything with that remote control, which makes it really nice. The setup process was extremely easy. It walks you through it step by step. No reason to show you guys that. There's lots of other guys that can show you over at Spare Change. He does a good job over of that. So check out Spare Change. Really like that channel. Setup was easy. Integrating it into the system was extremely easy as well. Just simply hooking up my HDMI, my Ethernet cable, and that's pretty much it. Able to update the Control4 remote very easily. So that was done in about 10 minutes or so, and now I have it. Of course, I wanted to check it out. There was 3 movies that were already on the device, some documentaries on nature, that sort of thing. And so I downloaded a couple of movies that I know one, my son, my 3-year-old, he loves. We're going to watch it 1,000 times. So I downloaded that, as well as I'm a big James Bond fan, so I downloaded one of those. And then Greenland as well. So it'll be interesting to check those out, especially once we get the new receiver in and we can decode some of those new formats. You're probably also noticing behind me that we're still rocking the 60-inch Pioneer. We do have a TV coming in. That's going to be one of my next videos. So we are going much bigger. We are also going 4K. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's take a closer look at the unit. Here is the Kaleidescape in my rack. You can see it relative to the size of the Xbox. That is an Xbox One X. So pretty thin, fits in there just perfect. As I said, it's got a nice metal finish on there. It does weigh a decent amount. Feels like it's very well made. Here is the remote control that I referenced earlier in the video. So nothing special. Kind of feels cheap, but don't really need that anyway. Let's take a look at the back side of this unit so you can see how we have it hooked up. Here's a look at the back of the unit. You can see I've got my HDMI and my Ethernet cable plugged in there. I am also currently using a digital optical cable. That's just because this old Onkyo does not process audio over HDMI. So that is how I'm getting my audio signal to my AVR right now. But with the new one, I'll be able to do all of that over HDMI. So very slick looking, very plain. On the far left, you see a small ventilation fan there. So nothing major. Alright guys, there was the boot up procedure for the Kaleidescape. I didn't time it, but you can see it's pretty quick. Okay, so here is what my home screen looks like. You can see the art from each of the movies that I have currently downloaded on here. Not many to start with right now. Pretty cool though, the way they have this laid out. And when you land on one, it reorganizes itself to put like movies around it. So if you're looking for a certain genre or type of movie, it will try to organize those movies around it that are similar so you can find what you're looking for. There are a couple of different ways to lay this out. This is one that I've liked the most so far, and so this is what I'm currently using. and I'm really looking forward to taking full advantage of what this Kaleidoscape is providing us. So when we find the movie that we want to watch, you can see it brings up the title and a brief description of that movie. When we select it, it gives us a little more detailed information, the rating, how long it is, what the format is, so whether it's HD, 4K, the aspect ratio, a brief synopsis, the genre, cast and director. We've got some additional, we can play the movie, we can select certain scenes. This does not use the same chapters that you might find in the physical media, but you can see names and times of ones that have been, I don't know if these are from the studio directly or if these are ones that Kaleidoscape adds to the metadata in this. We can play a trailer for it. We can go to a movie store and we can explore related movies, movies that the director has directed, other movies that certain members of the cast have been in, genre. So it makes it really cool as far as being searchable if you're looking for something. You can also create collections on the Kaleidoscape. So you can create your favorite movies, ones that you want to watch soon, whatever it might be, your kids' movies, or if you want to name Jack and Jill's favorite movies, or Jack's or Jill's favorite movies. So you can really break it down, or even Mom's favorite movies. So it makes it really cool to be searchable and create collections for either the family group or each individual. So that's pretty much it on the Kaleidoscape, guys. I will let you know some more as we get to really utilize this with our new 4K television and our new AVR. Join me for the next video. I hope you liked this one. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I hope you hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification, and follow along as we upgrade this home theater.